here. Let's go. Week 9, Pro Chess League Summer Series. What's up, guys? PCC, Planet Chess Club in the building. I see you. Hakeem 5050. James Holden. We got D Wildman. What's up, bros? What's going on? Let's go. Here we go. Chess.com events, which is chess.com, coming in with the raid. Thanks so much. Let's go. We in here. You know what time it is. Let's go, let's go, let's go, guys. Jiganaut says, subscribe. Thanks for the subscription, man. Tier 1, let's go. What's up, guys? Good to see you. We in here, chess.com. That's right. We in here. Thanks for the follows, guys. Today is about you. Get hype in the chat. It's about you, the fans. That's why we're doing this. The Pro Chess League Summer Series. It's all about you. It's all about the fans. So we analyzing your games. Thanks for the follows, guys. Appreciate the follows. Appreciate the love. If you played in today's event, let us know in the chat. Art Vega, are you here right now? I actually know he's a streamer too, which we got to work on your stream settings and stuff, Art Vega, because I did pop in there. So reach out to me. Art Vega, are you here, bro? Because we got a lot of your games, actually. So that'd be great to see you. Don't forget about the Canty merch. Thanks, BJH. Welcome to the stream. Chess Player, what's up, Evan? Matt Smith, I see you. What's up, guys? What is up? What's going on? Welcome to the stream. So does anyone who played in today's event that's in the chat right now? If you played, we're going to analyze your game first. Hopefully you're here today. If not, we already have some games pre-selected, and we're just going to go right to them. Oh, love the hat. We in here, Saturnberry. That's right. We in here. We in here, Saturnberry. Welcome to the stream. Let's go right now. Good to see you guys. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. So let's do this. Let's do this here. Thanks, Isaac. I just got that photo from you. So I'm actually going to put that up here for everyone to see. I'm assuming that's the updated standings. What is up? What's going on, Keith? Welcome to the stream. Yo. Thanks for the follow, NYC Malik. Welcome. Welcome to the stream, guys. If you played in today's event, I'll give you guys a little bit more time. If anyone has played in today's event, it will be awesome to analyze your game first, because you're already here. You're already here. Just grab one of these. So this one is, that one is the bracket. So check out the bracket, guys. This is actually the new updated bracket right here. There we go. This is the new updated bracket right here. What's going on? Pro Chess League Summer Series. Here we go. Copper Bears and the Wizards are now in place. They ready. Guaranteed spots. Guaranteed. Hey, Canty, what's up? There he is, Art Vega, the man of the hour. What's up, big fella? I actually saw you streaming. You've been doing well. I know you have probably a big shot at this prize right here of the best fans. $250 may be coming your way. Hopefully that you can keep that up, man. He's been streaming. He's been in every event. He's played for almost every team, and we've seen him so many times. So shout out to Art Vega being in the chat. Thanks for the follow, bro. Go St. Louis, says Art Vega. Yeah, this is the updated standings right here, guys. Actually, sorry, the bracket. I got the standings right here. So I'm going to download the standings and show you what those look like, so you can see what the standings are right now in the Pro Chess League Summer Series. This is week 9. Week 9. So this is the old standings of last week, and this one is the new one. This is the new standings. So we're at Copper Bears with 12, Moscow Wizards with 12. We just have to see who has the most fans here, and that will, you know, see who'll be first and second seed or whatever from there. It'll put where they'll be seated at. Then 6 and 6 for the Movers and the Eagles. That's where we at. Who's your pick? Who are you going for? Let's see who you like. Who do you like? So Art Vega, we got some of your games, bro. You said I was lagging badly though. Yeah, I know. I saw your stream, and reach out to me, man, for some tips on that, and we'll check out some of your settings or something. Because I did see your stream. Thanks, man. Pro Chess League is loads of fun. And so is your stream. It's dope. Thanks, big fella. We in here. Let's go. Let's get right to the games, guys. The first match today was the Copper Bears versus the Movers. Okay. Strong matchup. Strong teams, both of them. The Copper Bears win by 49. Movers have 47. First game we're going to look at today is from the man himself, the man of the hour, is my guy, Art Vega. Art Vega, your first game today versus Hercules 209. You contributed, I think, 2 points. I think you won both your games. Yeah. So you contributed 2 out of the 49 points. So congratulations today on the win with the Copper Bears. You contributed 2 of those 49 points after taking down Hercules 209, who's actually rated 1917. So he's a strong player. So I already have the PGN in here. You played the white pieces. Let's get right to it. Let's learn something today. Let's go. GM Canty, my bro. What's up, D Wildman? D Wildman in the chat. That's also a streamer as well. We got streamers in the chat. R Vega, D Wildman, if you don't mind, post your streamer link in the chat so you guys can get some follows from the other people here. Support everyone. Let's go. Let's get right into it. R Vega. R Vega plays D4 in this game and knight f6. So we have a regular D4, knight f6, easy stuff. C4, still theory. Of course, let's see what happens. C4 and G6. Looks like a King's Indian defense. I am a big fan of the King's Indian, but let's see what happens. What's good? He says, left hand man, welcome to the stream, bro. Knight to C3 and bishop G7. I mean, this is usual theory. You play E4. So this big center here, there's two things to learn from a big center here. Is actually the one that has the big center wants to keep it and use it to your advantage to get space. The other person that doesn't have the center, which is black, needs to attack this center. You need to, or you're just going to get steamrolled. So let's see what happens in this game. We have plans already set based off these first few moves. So D6, excellent move. I'm going to strike with E5 or C5 later on. This is still theory, by the way. Not much to really think about. So he goes bishop E2. Okay, R Vega with bishop E2. And then castles and knight to F3. Okay, so knight F3 makes a lot of sense. You just have to develop. And it's really nothing's being done right now. It's just literally regular theory. R Vega with win, white because D4 with black because I'm R Vega. Jack Mordo. Funny. That's funny. So knight A6. Knight A6. This is Eugene Perelstein, if you know who that is. Eugene Perelstein likes this a lot. So I'm sorry, did you just say I can post my Twitch link? Yes, you can. You can, R Vega. Post your link and D Wildman is win. Post your Twitch link so you can get some followers from the people today. We all support streams, especially chat streams, and we definitely support you guys. So definitely post your link. Post your link. Canty, I'm going to finish your favorite book today. Good luck with the stream. Okay, all right. That's what's up, man. Good job. Good job. Let's go. Let's go, Evan. So knight A6. Knight A6 is a nice move. You really want to get in C5 early, or actually E5 followed by knight C5. So you can kind of do whatever. R Vega, there's his Twitch link. Make sure you guys send a follow over to R Vega. So castles and E5. E5 is a very nice move. You have to strike the center here. I'm assuming you guys both know what you're doing. Thank you, man. Love you. Love and respect, bro. No problem, my dude. No problem. I think it was a Boogaloo quote. Yes, that's right. It is. That is Bogo. I used to play the Bogo Indian, so I knew some of his quotes, and that was one. That's right. Hi, everyone. Just chilling today. What's up, Scourge? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the link, says Saturn Berry. So, E5, pawn takes, and he plays bishop E3. Ah, this line. So, this line right here is very... I play the King's Indian defense as black, so looking at it from the white side, I know what's going on here, but my knight's usually not on A6 yet. But the difference here is D5 is actually attacked by white, and D4 is controlled kind of by white as well, but also a little bit of black. The issue here is that the D file is vulnerable, I would say the least, for this queen to be on, and I think white has a little bit more space here. You have to know what to do, and that means like C6 to close this down. You got to swing this knight in, maybe swing him to E6 and D4. That's one plan. You can also move this bishop maybe to E6 and push this pawn to C6 and get the queen out to A5. A few ways you can do it. But it's not easy, to say the least, as black. If you don't know theory or anything here, you're going to get in trouble. Okay. So, Mad Queen Ranter, what's up? Queen E7 and Bishop G5. So, Bishop G5 also pinning the knight here, which is Knight D5 should be coming next. C6 should be played. Black plays C6. And you play Queen C1. Our Vega plays Queen C1 here. So, I'm curious to know, is this theory? Is this theory? Or what's going on here? I like this move. I like the intention because I know what you're doing. You're just getting off the file because rook to D8. I like this move. And I think he's actually maybe going for bishop H6 too. Is this the play in Art Vega being in the chat? Queen to C1. Hello, says Matt Queen Ranter. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. My sub is going, says Mad Queen Rancher. That's okay. You still in here? Because we in here. Let's go. Queen to C1, R Vega. R Vega. So I think you do have the lag problem today too. So I'm actually just going to move on. But I'm assuming this is what you played here. May have gotten coffee. That's right. He may have gotten coffee or something, right? So Queen E3 and Bishop H6. These are all moves. Queen C1 makes sense. You just kind of have to get off this diagonal. Or this file, actually, where the rook's going to be on. Now, after Queen to C7, this makes sense, defending this pawn, stepping out of the pin, actually. So what's the next move for white here? We need to have a plan. This is our worst piece. And this is about to be very positional. This knight's kind of ugly too. I really don't know kind of what to do. You have to like play slow here. I'm an attacking player. So looking at this, I'm like, man, this is boring for white as white. Because I'm like, man, how do I attack him? That's all I'm looking for. But sometimes if you can't attack, this is a lesson to learn. If you can't attack, then you just got to better your position. Something like h3, stopping anything coming to g4. Rook d1 yourself, even queen e3, or actually h3, sorry, that's not a move. Actually h3 to play queen e3 so you don't have threats like knight to g4. Difference. I don't know whether it's theory myself. I just wanted to get off the d file. His rook is coming there, so I'll put some pressure on h6 as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. I totally understand RVega, and you actually have to do, you have to reposition this queen. As you already know, this queen has to be moved later on anyway. So setting it up here is just better here because you rather use this rook to go to d1 instead of this one most times. So you have to have a plan for the plan. They always say have a plan, but you need to have a plan for the plan. So I play queen c1. That makes sense. I'm going for h6, but really, at hindsight, I need to get this queen off the back rank. How am I going to do it? h3 makes sense, so I can stop knight g4 first, and then follow up with queen e3. And especially if this knight's coming into c5, that's a target I could hit. Quick tempo, rook comes to d1, and we seem pretty cool. Prophylaxis is important. That's how Petrosian won world championship. You know, he was the master of prophylaxis. That's correct. That's correct. He had probably the strongest prophylactic intuition on just when to make prophylactic moves and when not to. He was probably one of the best on the earth. Petrosian. That's correct. Thanks for that, Jag Morto, in the chat. So after 8, that's what you played. Good job, big fella. You played h3. This man played h3. RVega pushing tight. Knight c5 and then queen e3. Did I not call it or not? Did I not call it or did I call it? I called it. That's right. H3 and queen e3, big fella. Good job, RVega. You're pushing tight. So this is actually, yes, the knight is actually attacked here. What it do, baby? What's up, Murby? 23, welcome to the stream. So c5 is actually hanging. We got the tempo we wanted. And this rook swings over to d1. And what does RVega do? What does RVega do here, guys? What do you think he did? White to move. What do you think he did? You did not call it. That's right, first class. Wayne Bean, what's up, big fella? RVega laughing. He's laughing. What you think he did here, guys? We play h3. We stopped the knight. Play queen e3 like we supposed to. And then what? What are you supposed to do here with the white pieces? Hello, sir. What's up? Injury to insult. Bishop h6 says NC Mike. I'm with that, honestly. Honestly, I'm with that too, NC Mike. Because I'm really not a fan of giving this up. Everyone's saying Bishop h6. You are correct. Right. But in like just a question on what we just talked about, it's supposed to be rook a to d1. This is what he did. I mean, in a way, it's not a bad move. But if you got the emote right now, I'd love to see it in the chat. RVega officially jumped off the deep end right here. He officially just jumped right off the deep end here. He played rook f to d1. Rook f to d1, big fella. Really. Rook f to d1. Not rook a d1. Not bishop h6. Rook f to d1. So this is not a move, RVega. You played everything good up until this point. RVega's like almost 2,000 too, by the way. So he's a strong player. He's a strong player. And rook a to d1 would have been way better than rook f to d1. And bishop h6, that's not a move. Correct. That's in the chat. There it is. Deep move, big fella. Thank you so much. That's not a move. Absolutely. If the water is warm and inviting, would you jump off the deep end? You know what? I think that was the situation here, first class, because it was warm and inviting, and he just jumped straight off the deep end here. Yeah, that's correct. Rook f to d1 is not a move. Bishop h6 is, though, because you don't want to give this up. You don't want to voluntarily give your opponent the bishop here. Voluntarily, a lot of times. The bishop here is an advantage. I don't care what anyone says, unless they GM. Then absolutely, bishop here is an advantage. So bishop h6 is a thing. And straight off and go to f4. Yeah, I actually see that. And that's actually very annoying. Here, RVega has a very good point here, guys. Bishop h6 takes, queen takes, and knight f4. So annoying, right? Oh my goodness. This is the most annoying piece on the board. But here's the thing. You get one too on g5. So you have to calculate this out because this is kind of weird. If the bishop goes to d1, and you actually don't even need to really move the bishop. I mean, I actually probably would so I can get the knight in here to e2. Here's my plan. When they've crossed the line, they got to go first off. Knights on f4 or f5 win games. They always say that. There's like quotes about that. So I know this is annoying. And if I let him sit here, he's going to bring all of his friends, meaning his queens and bishops and rooks, and they're going to come and sit in the house and relax and open the fridge and everything and have a good day at the house. And I didn't invite anybody. Knight f4 is very strong. So you need to move this bishop. Probably play knight e2 eventually, but you need to get this knight on g5 first. Something will be like bishop here, bishop e6, knight g5 first, just to pin this knight down. Keep him here, and then play knight e2 because this was hanging at first. And see what happens. Maybe bishop g4 later, because this is hard to break. Like, how do you get me from out of here? You really don't. This is quite annoying. It's double-edged, to say the least. It is double-edged. But I understand where you're coming from here, R. Vega, on not allowing him to go f4. That's why he allowed him to take this bishop on g5. And he plays rook f to d1. And surprisingly, he does not take the bishop. And the guy goes b6. So R. Vega just doubles up. Rook d2, bishop b7, and double the rooks. And now we have a pretty good position for both sides, I would say. I would say both sides. Also, at this point, once a bishop commits in this kind of manner, you can now get away with playing bishop h6. Because if he trades, we go into that same line. First off, you open this hole on f1. When you move pieces, things change. I just went over that last night, actually. I didn't post a YouTube video for that yet, but on last night for World Open, going over the analysis was the same thing. Every time you move a piece, something changes about that same sequence of moves. And bishop h6 is now changed after bishop f1. You control h3, you help it, you defend it, and you can play g3 to kick this knight when it gets there. It's pretty cool how that stuff works. So bishop f1 is what you play. That's nice. I probably would go here now anyway, though. And then if the same sequence, just like how we said, knight f4, bishop f1, and I can play g3, gotta kick the knight. And it is a thing. Still very slow in position and boring, to say the least, and the most, but it can happen. It can happen. Very well happen. Okay, so go back, and bishop f1 is what you play. Capture. He finally takes. He does have two bishops, so let's see what happens. Queen takes g5. We're hitting the pawn. He defends it. That looks like a good move. Queen e7 just gotta be played. Is that what you played? Yeah, you played queen e7. Not even knowing what the next move is, this just is a nice move. You want to make threats as much as you can, and this is nice. Rook to d8, it does threaten bishop f8. So I wonder what the next move is after this. That's tough to find. Let's see. Wow. How do you say most and at least at the same time? Exactly. It's a Jedi thing. It's a Jedi thing, big fella. Quantum chess. That's right. That's right. So, rook to d8. Alright, what's next, R. Vega? What did you hit him with? Knight to g5, I actually was my first thought. I see that you played that. But then, not h6, f6, right? Oh, but actually, knight g5 is winning, huh? You can't do nothing about knight g5. Ouch, that's out. Yeah, that's out. You can't do nothing about that. Knight g5, everything loses. f6, h6, you at least, like, you can go for this and you give up a pawn. King here. This is giving up everything. I mean, this is over. This is over. Everything's hit. Like, wow, crushing. Knight d7 was just not a move, guys. Not a move. Knight d7 and GG, it was over. Queen e7, rook d8, knight g5. f6. White to move, guys. This is simple from here. You should know this. If you don't, then you'll be learning today. Puzzle rush time, guys. White to move, it's game over. Is there a benefit of being aggressive just as long as you don't go off the deep end? How can you tell when you're about to go off the deep end? Great question, Jiggernaut. He says, is there a benefit being aggressive just as long? Yes, there's a huge benefit. I tell a lot of my students practice this one concept called 3 threats in a row or more. So if you threaten pieces, the more pieces you threaten in a row, the easier it's going to be for you to win the game. Easier is going to aggressive, threaten stuff, make threats, try to make threats. Even at times where you just basically losing, but you find that last shot is because you are threatening something, being aggressive. So try to focus on that. Now, when you're about to go off the deep end is when you don't, chess goes back and forth. So you need to attack a little bit and then watch. Oh, shoot. Okay, he's swinging at me. Let me duck real quick. And then go back to what I was doing after I have protected myself. So it's a back and forth swing. Queen e6 check from Moki 1978. NC Mike says Queen e6. Queen e6. NC Mike says queen e6. Satinberry says this is cool. Queen f6. Oh, queen f6. Okay, jumping off the deep end. Okay, now to move. Don't give up the fast break, says Wayne. Being Juggernaut says gotcha. Yeah, it's queen e6. Correct. Forking. Actually, forking. You know what's funny? Actually, this is really strong. How do you say your name? Chai Myrot? Sean, I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea, bro. But 96 though. 96 is nice. Chima. Chima. Okay. So 96 is actually really strong. I think that might be. But queen e6 is just basic mate. Okay. So 96 is good. When you find a good move, look for a better one. Queen e6 is mate. So here's the mating sequence for anyone that's new here that don't understand how is this mate. Let's check it out. If king to f8, you actually have mate in 2 areas. This one's the pretty one. Knight takes h7. Ouch. Ooh, drop the mic. That's one of those Steph Curry shoot and just run down the court before it goes in. Knight takes h7. That's nice because that's checkmate. And then if king h8, knight f7, knight here, and mate. Smother mate. Like this. If he goes king f8, it's mate on f7. King here, queen g8, rook takes, and knight f7, checkmate. If you didn't notice checkmate, check it out. Chess.com has them. You need to know your tactics. This is a smothered checkmate is what they call it. Mate with a knight. So, they both win. Yeah, they both win. This one just is a forced mate. What's forced is better. Forced is better. So, knight f7, knight f7, and then knight h6. Thanks for the follow, Nuna Rex. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out here. Today is Pro Chess League Summer Series, Week 9. Post-coverage match. Post-coverage analysis, basically. All the fans here that played, we're actually going over Arvega as he played. For both teams today, he actually played in both matches. So we're analyzing games of the fans, guys. Of the fans. This is how the format is. If you want to know what's going on, it's live club matches, which are 10 minutes with 2-second increment each game with some knockout battles if there's a tie. A lot of times. So this is the official bracket right now. And here are the official standings. Next week will be Group D. Group D starts next week. So thank you so much for coming. Hit the follow button and make sure your notifications are on so you know when we go live. You can be notified for this stuff. Thanks for the follows, Zibby, and Nunarex, and Jagmorto. B6, Bishop B7, lost 2 Tempe in game. Yeah, I can see that. Snake Pit Poetry, thanks for the follow. So, but this didn't happen. Actually, it did. It did. He actually played f6. You played queen e6, king h8. Wow, this happened in the game. This was actually the game. This was the game. Whose game are you going over? Actually, we have one of yours, Chess Jawa, because I recognized your game and I recognized your name. I was like, oh, Chess Jawa played. He comes to the stream. Let's grab some of his games. So I think we grabbed 2 of yours too. Right now we're going over Arvega's. And this is from the first match of today. Today's first match was the Sao Paulo Capibaras versus the Mumbai Movers. The score ended with 49 for the Capibaras and 47 for the Movers. So the Wizards are monsters. I mean, the Wizards are ridiculous. The Wizards always be getting 50s, 60s. They broke almost 80 points like in the first week. Like ridiculous. Oof, my games were not great today. Well, then you're gonna learn over here with the Jedi, big fella. That's why we doing it. Just for you, bro. So, knight f7 mate. I think this was an awesome game here, Arvega. I think this was pretty good. I think you should find a better move here, actually. Or honestly, maybe look for something more aggressive against the King's Indian defense. Because Black had a very comfortable position, to say the least. Actually, going here, when we went bishop e3, queen c7, I think there's a better move. And here's the thing. I knew something was wrong because you moved this twice. Bishop e3, queen e7. So there's a book I highly recommend all you guys get in the chat. You can find it. If you don't have it, you can send me a message on chess.com. I'll email it to you. All my students have it. I read it a lot. And I also read other books too as well, but this one just being, you have to stick to your basics and your fundamentals of chess, because when you get better, you start to branch off and forget about these. So you stop castling and you stop developing pieces right, and you just, oh, I know what I'm doing kind of thing. So you try to play on your own, but that's wrong. That's actually really bad to play that way. What I'm saying now to say is that in the book Chess Fundamentals by Jose Roa Capablanca, you know, third world champion, he says that you should refrain from moving a piece twice from in the opening. And moving this piece from bishop e3 back to g5, it just don't make sense. You have wasted the move here. So small problems become big ones later. You honestly, this just shouldn't have been played. Bishop e3, bishop g5 shouldn't have been played. Maybe you go h3 first or something to go bishop e3, or you just go bishop g5 in one move. You can't do both. So that costs you to make some weird moves. 99 Mirror says, hi, Canty bro, greetings from Buenos Aires. As always, you rock. Thanks, big fella. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good over there in Buenos Aires, as we over here with the Jedi at the GM factory. Thanks, big fella. Welcome to the stream. By the way, guys, join the club. You can join some tournaments when we do have them. That's in the chat. Click on that link. Selfish to move one more than once. Correct. A lot of times it is. Yes, I look at it like sports. And any player that you've moved twice, they're hogging the ball. I like basketball. So this guy, the bishop's hogging the ball. Like, you haven't scored yet. And you just like, pass me the ball. Hey, pass me the ball, guys. Hey, pass me the ball, guys. Pass me the ball. That's how the bishop is. It's just, it's me. It's all about me. And it's all about me. When you got other guys, you should be moving out. Missed it because the sound was off for 3 seconds. What book or where did I find it? It's actually Chess Fundamentals by Jose Raul Capablanca. You can actually type it in Google. It's a PDF. Comes up. That's Allen Iverson of chess. Your commentary has helped my game tremendous. That's right, Blue729. That's what's up, big fella. Let's go. You at the right place, man. Glad we could help. Do you play basketball? I do. I ball myself, you know. I like lifting more than basketball, though. So I just like to lift weights, exercise. Chess Fundamentals by Jose Raul Capablanca, Saturday. That's right. Thank you so much. Fun game here, Vega. Yeah, this is a fun game. This is really the era, bro. Is moving this piece twice in the opening like that. It just shouldn't be done. Honestly, just shouldn't be done. Ah, nice. Thanks. No problem. I'm in. Send the request. Want to meet the Jedi. That's right. All right, 99 Mirror. We're going to accept you when we get off the stream. Where do I join a GM calculator to have games analyzed by you? Well, this is the club for playing tournaments. When we play tournaments on the live stream, that's in the chat right there. But analyze games for today, you have to be playing for the Pro Chess League Summer League Series or Summer Series, but you can be playing for any of the teams. And actually, right here, you can find these teams on chess.com. Actually, this week Group C is over with, so I recommend you start going into Group D and start getting into the clubs right now. You can actually join any one of the clubs from Group A through D right now. Especially the third place teams. Any team, for instance, San Francisco Mechanics have 8, Pittsburgh Pawn Grabbers have 9, and these are third place teams for each group so far. Mumbai Movers and the Eagles are going to be determined, I think, here very soon for 3, but for third place. But Group D is coming. So when Group D comes, you actually can play. You guys can play for any one of these groups here, and you can also join every single one. So go find some groups, join them, help out here. This is what we got. This is what we have here. And best fan prize for each group. Our Vega's doing really well in Group C. There's also $250 for that. So pretty cool stuff. Are you on a Pawn Grabbers team by any chance? It's on the hat, big fella. Absolutely. I do love playing with and for the Pawn Grabbers. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sweet says DK. That's right, bro. That's right. So great job, our Vega. He contributed 2 points of the 49 to help the Caballeros win today in the live club match. Great job, Art Vega. That's the first game. This is, I think, the second one from Art Vega. Yeah, this is your second game. Same guy. Oh, man, this is interesting. Well, that's fun to see on the board. Hopefully it just doesn't spoil it. Sometimes when you put the PGN in, it just spoils everything because it goes to the ending first. So hopefully we don't have that. But let's see. You're living in Steel City too? I am not, man. I am not. I'm actually, you can have teams. Team members can play from different states, cousins or close states by. So I'm in Michigan, actually. Here we go. Yes, it didn't spoil it. I want you guys to see this. Thanks, man, says Art Vega. No problem. No problem. All right, this is Art Vega's second game here. This is Art Vega. He's in the chat, by the way. So this is his second game. By the way, the ratings of both these guys, White is 1917, and Art Vega's rating in this game is 1968. So these guys know something here. And if you're not at that rating, you should probably watch. If you are, you can still learn, of course, from it. So let's see what happens. E4, E5. Okay, bishop to C4. This is like the bishop's opening is what they like to call this, because you're just moving the bishop out first. Are about to be famous already. Funny. I messed up in the end in the second one, but got lucky not losing it. Oh, we about to catch it right now, big fella. 57 moves this whole game. So let's see what happened. Knight to f6, d3, and then c6. I like this move a lot because it's about the center, guys. If your opponent's playing something weird, because honestly, this is not the usual you will play, especially with e4. With d4, you'll see this a lot. London system type stuff. It's like a backwards London system, but just with e4, which is what it looks like right now. So this is not very aggressive at all. And honestly, I do not recommend you play this as white. Because you can get, I mean, already I'm about to play d5 and equalize as black. It's not good for white. So let's see what happened. After knight f3, we go d5 immediately. So I think we're actually sacrificing a pawn here. Are you not losing a pawn after bishop to b5? I think you had to do something different. Maybe something like the Kopek system for black. That's different. Wow, never even tried that. But this is an option, the Kopek system. And what that means is like after bishop to d6, something as simple as castle, you put the bishop on c7. And then you go here. Now this does break the rule, moving a piece twice in the opening. Refrain from it, but at this, you know, there's exceptions to the rule, and this is an exception here as we're defending this, and d5 is a good move. So going back, we could try that. We could also do queen to c7 as well, and defend this pawn while simultaneously attacking or ready to push d5 as well. But this also stops, if I go here, knight to c3 is actually a move stopping us from playing d5, so it'd be a difficult task. Here's the thing, here's the reason why. Oh, why don't we just play d5 right now, like in the game? Well, the problem is, if we go d5, he went back to b3. But what about this? If captures, what do? Obviously, you're going to take right back. Well, this pawn is still hanging. We did nothing about this threat. So bishop b5 is a real thing. It is check. That's a tempo. I got to do something about the check. Block it. Only got two options to block it. Here or here or here, or really three. But this is hanging. This is straight up hanging. Vega, did you see this? Did you calculate this? Is this a line? Is this right? Or did you just miss this? Bishop to d7. So bishop to d7 actually looks like it works after takes and takes. And it looks like we're okay. How about knight takes e5? Bishop takes. Seems like we're good. So bishop d7 takes knight. It works out. So you have to be aware of this. And he was not hanging. Block with the bishop. Perfect. So d5. Pawn take. No, actually, he didn't even take it. He just went bishop b3. You have to kind of take it, I would say. So, or unless at this point, black's just better. After bishop b3, I'm just better. Like, you didn't do anything. As when you're playing with the white pieces, this is what it says actually in Chess Fundamentals. Your job is actually to play for an advantage, because you do have the first move, so that can be an advantage in a way. And with the white pieces, if you're not playing for an advantage, then you're not looking to win the game. And at that point, that's a psychological thing that you can turn on, a switch that strong players turn on, like, oh, you're not playing for a win. Well, then I am, actually, with the black pieces. I've equalized. I got a nice center. This bishop's on d6. It can open up later to hit h2. Black's doing excellent here. I can castle, get out of the way. h6 maybe to stop bishop g5 for later. Control my center and kind of just slow grind this one and like win. I mean, even d4, lock it up and play bishop g4 because this bishop's on the other side of the board, which is a problem. So this pin's going to be really, really strong. If you have a bishop on the other side of the board, it's very strong to put a bishop on this side to stop the operations or like pin this for a long time. Instead of bishop d6, d takes e4. I think that is a move. D takes e4. I'm not a fan of counterplay. I don't like giving up a lot of counterplay. But I think queen a5 might be winning. So maybe this is a move. D takes e4. How about knight g5? Ooh, knight g5 is scary. Knight g5 is scary, bro. Knight takes e5, you win on the spot. Queen a5, hello. Thanks for the piece. But knight g5 looked like, uh-oh, what did I just do? f7 is hanging. Only way we can defend this is bishop e6. We actually have knight d5. Oh, but knight d5 is this. Yikes. Yeah, well, you cannot do this. This is not a move. Yeah, an NC Mike. Yeah, that's the first thing I thought. Knight d5. Here we go. Snap on d5. Uh-oh. That's not a move. Start a new one. Yeah, this is hit. This is attacked. What happened? What happened? Maybe bishop e7. You got to keep the threats going. You got to keep threatening them. I mean, this is just getting too wild at this point. This is getting wild. Actually, no. Sorry, the other way around. It's supposed to be take here first. And then this way. This is not what we want. This is like not theory. Like, oh yeah, this is the position we're supposed to get as black. And smile. And they be looking at you like you're crazy. That's not the position. Nope. That's not it. Not the position, bro. Pawn takes. It looks good, though. You have to look at it. And the funny thing is, not the funny, but the tough thing is that you actually have to do this in your head. You got to see this stuff in your head before you make it on the board. Bishop to d6. Knight to d2. Yeah, this guy is not ambitious at all. At all. So at this point, I'm feeling great. ABR, what's up, big fella? Welcome to the stream, bro. Good to see you, ABR. What up, bro? Knight g5, 2 knight ideas, just with the knight on a c6 instead of the pawn, correct? Bishop d6 was right. Yeah, you have to develop. You have to develop. Number one, again, chess fundamentals. This book's really good. It talks about, hey, I have to develop first in castle. That's your main things to do. Your main things to do. People always get stuck up on all the openings. Let me study, let me study, let me study the openings. Let me study, let me study, let me blah, blah, blah. Right, but you study all these openings, and the problem is while you study all these openings, you do not understand anything else but the openings. So when you get in positions like this, that's like a free base position or not a book position, then you don't know what to do. And that's a problem. That's why chess fundamentals is very, very good. Very, 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 very good. So, yeah, so that's that. So knight d2, what happened? Castle, 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 got out of the way. Bishop g4, here we go. Nice move, R. Vega. Nice move. This bishop's on the other side of the board, like we said before. The issue is h3, and after bishop h5, he goes g4. But what he can do, because this knight's here, he can go queen to e1. Queen to e1. All he had to do was bishop to g5. First, let's go back. Let's back this up. All he had to do first was move the bishop first. Because here's the problem. This bishop's going to be stuck for a long time. Long time. Watch this. This is exactly what happened. Knight d2, castle, bishop g4. You trying to develop when you can't. You can't. You got to move this, but that's doing a job of this. So if I move the queen out the way, cool. We accomplished getting out of the pin. What's next? Well, you have to develop your pieces. Get the pieces off the back rank. Small problems become big ones later. So this not being able to develop, that's going to be a problem, and that's probably how you got an advantage. So let's see what happened. Because you're easily able to develop here. I mean, quick. You can kind of do whatever you want to. Honestly, you can do whatever you want to here. But it's pretty tough. Doesn't white go rook e1, knight f1, knight g3, h3? He could. That's actually a nice plan to do. Rook here, 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 and here. It just takes a lot of time. And also, that is a plan. And that's what? 1, 2, 4 moves. That takes 4 moves. Now, black needs 4 moves too, though. You have to remember that black needs 4 moves too. So it could be kind of anything here, bro. That St. Paul guy was GM at 32. St. Petersburg. Yeah, actually, honestly, guys, there is never... People are like, oh, it's too old. Yeah, there are times where it's just maybe, you know, it's not looking good. But it depends on what you're doing, how often, what coaching. Like, there's factors to it a lot. He's very, very strong. Absolutely. What's a good chess fundamentals book? Let me think. Oh, that's a hard one. Chess Fundamentals by Jose Raul Capablanca, actually. The jacket. That's a good one. Maybe h3 and g4 is okay. It could be. h3, g4, bishop h5, bishop g6. There's so many ideas, but you have to be accurate with this stuff too. And here's the thing. I like to play an opening called the Black Lion. I recommend you check it out. I have a course coming out on it soon. But the Black Lion is very nice. And you'll be able to do lines very similar to this. This also reminds you of a Roy Lopez too, if you look at it. This is not a Roy by far. Roy Lopez, there's no way black getting 2 pawns in the center. It's almost like the Roy Lopez reversed in a way. But this is in the Roy Lopez, you do get the bishop kind of over here. You play c3, the knight comes here, and usually this bishop sometimes is like this, so you would go for the same idea just like this. That's usually how it goes. Cool, thanks, no problem. My system goes a long way too. It's just very hard to read. That's right, Jag Morto. It's very hard to read and understand for certain levels, but it is a great book. It is a great book. It's right in the title. That's right. That's why I suggested it. Yep, that's right, Chess Jawa. That is a plan. So rook to e1. Looks like he's going for it. He goes rook e8. h3, we go bishop h5. And he goes g4 like a big dog. g4, he's ready. And then knight f1 and knight g3. So maybe this could be okay. Bishop g6, this is attack though. So black has counterplay. It'd be different if he didn't have a center here. So this stuff isn't the best. It's not as strong as it could be. Because, I mean, you go this way right now, I'm taking this. So you might have to consider knight h4. But then if knight h4, I might have tactics. I'm not saying that it works, but sometimes this stuff does work. Sometimes. It looks like... Oh, but then I get one too. And then I can come back around and snag that. So what if he snags this one first, but then I get one too? And the rook's not on f8. So there's nothing else you can take. I mean, this is some sharp stuff. This is sharp. Tactics win games. But, you know, knight takes d2, now what? You know, this knight has to take something else. I'm actually threatening to take another piece here. So if you snap on this, I just take back, and I'm kind of just up a pawn here. Kind of just up a pawn. Easily that could happen. Easily. So we go back. We go back. Bishop g6 is played. He goes queen e2. a5. a5 is good. When you find a good move, look for a better one, bro. Queen e2 is good. At this point, this is what I'm thinking, and this is what I recommend you do too as well. Imagination, and also on top of the imagination is development, bro. We got to get pieces out now. They have to come out. Like, it is. a5 is cool. It does make a threat, so I am with you there. a5, a4. So let's see what you did. Maybe you developed right after. And you did. Very good. Okay. We're on the same page here. a5 makes a legit threat of a4. He has to do something about the threat. Then we follow up with development and see what happens. a4, making his bishop a little bit worse than what it is. We follow up with knight d7, swing the knight to c5, swing this boy to e6, and we got f4 and d4, our targets. We also have h5, and if g5, knight here, h4 and f6, and you break it up just like in a King's Indian would. It's pretty sharp stuff, and it looks like the big fella, our Vega, is going to do very well here after knight to d7. So, knight to d7 is what he plays, c3, knight c5, bishop c2, and knight e6. Look at that! R Vega, you pushing tight. You pushing tight, R Vega. Let me put those in the chat. You pushing tight, because that's what I put on the board. You saw the arrows. He does exactly what's on the board. R Vega is pushing tight. Knight e6 and knight to f4. Okay, there's no reason. This is no wonder why, you know, he won the way that he won here. Dota says, hey, Canty. What's up, bro? Welcome. So knight f4, he goes queen f1. He's a Jedi. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, we have to target this stuff. How do we break through? What's the next move? So you followed up with queen d7. I like it. Just eyeing it. Not saying this works yet. Yet. Okay, it may take some time. It may take some time. So, I mean, maybe something like knight takes g4, queen takes. And here's the thing, imagination. I love using imagination. And the best attackers, this is how the best attackers do stuff. I'm like, okay, once I get the queen here, because I've already calculated knight takes and queen takes, where's the next piece coming from? I have two pieces, but it takes usually three to win the game. So I need another piece. So plan-wise, guys, what is the plan now? If I'm able to take this pawn and get the queen on g4, I need another piece. What piece is that? The Rook says Dota. Bishop d6 from Chess Jawa. H-Pawn from Stalemate Nines. I actually like both ideas with Rook and Pawn. Bishop on d6 is very hard to get into play, but it is an option. It's just so hard to get into play. I'm going to say it's hard to get into play with trying to do it on your own. You know, like these other ways can be forced. Like you can actually use the Rook. You can also use his H-Pawn. This is going to take a while. You can't actually like force the issue of you getting this pawn to activate this bishop unless you sack here, but he can always keep something here, which always keeps this pawn here, which always keeps this bishop here. So we can't really do much about that. But what I was thinking is knight takes g4, pawn takes, queen takes g4. Not looking at white's moves, but the next few moves would be rook to e6 and try to swing this rook over here for mate. That's the idea. So then you try to figure out how does this work, and it's like reverse engineering or retrograde analysis, where you work from the ending position. This is the ending position. Now how do I get there? That's a key tip that masters and above use. Take that, write it down, tattoo it on your face, whatever you want. You need to start from the ending position and learn how to work backwards from there. So that's a very, very good thing to know. So after queen to d7, queen g1. So now he stops everything. But we still have an attack though. We still have some type of attack. He goes h5 like a big fella would, because a big fella could. He goes queen g3. That is just not a move. He just jumped straight off the deep end here. I really thought he would go with g5. Actually, no. That's not a move either. That's just made on the spot, big fella. So he didn't really have anything to do. So what else can you do? Knight g5? Yeah, this is just lost. Queen g1 just was over. Can someone tell me any women challenging the Carlson candidates? They just have to play for it. Not sure why. This actually looks like a botched Roy for white. That's exactly what it looks like, Jag Morto. A botched Roy Lopez with the white pieces. It looks like white just learned how to play the Roy today, and he used to play aggressive chess and play g4. Doesn't happen. So queen g3, we take on g4, takes, knight takes, we'll check, and here we go, we need another piece. He played knight h5. I think knight h5 is cool. I wonder, my first instinct is here. How do I get here? It's gonna take some time. Not really, but you know, 1, 2, and 3. He would need 3 moves to catch up to you. This is more direct though. So let's see what happens. Thanks for the host, Matt Queen Ranter. So, okay. What happened? Knight h5, queen g2, knight back to f4. You repeated moves, and then you play f5. Same idea. Yep, you had to figure out what to do. He played f5. I like this move. It's aggressive. If pawn takes, queen takes, and then we do have an eye on h5 for checks. Rook g1 is not a move. He played knight h3 here. Oh, man, that was sweet. Oh, my goodness. Knight h3? Dang, R Vega pushing tight for real. I think, oh, actually, I think, let's go back to where we were. Where were we? Right here. That's nice. Knight h3 is super strong. But I think king f7 is almost crushing. You do have knight g5, and this is why I said f6 instead of f5. But f5 does defend this, so to each his own, bittersweet kind of thing. It's tough. King f7. If you go king f7, I think knight g5 is just normal. And then king f6. King f6. Talk about fighting. Put the king on f6. What this about? King hitting g5. I'm making a threat with the king, by the way. And I'm still threatening rook check. Monstrous play. That's cool stuff right there. Easily could have happened. If knight h3 seems like an obvious move to make, we still go rook h8. Stops nothing. This is also hit twice. It's basically over. It just takes time. Knight h3 takes a little bit more time. And remember, you have to attack with multiple pieces. Like, it's like a simple math. Simple math. This is 4 pieces over here. 4 over here. And with only like, we're really attacking realistically with 2 or 3. So it's only going to work so much. It's going to look good, but it's not that good. So you need that extra piece. That extra piece is really what helps you decisive wins, or wins become decisive wins, is using that extra piece. That's why this was the first move automatically, not thinking about anything else, just automatically, because I need a third piece. I already know that. These pieces are only going to do so much by themselves. I even have 92. Like, this was a move too. Like, everything's winning. Everything's winning. Just the most accurate and the fun ways will help you do that in other games too. Knight h3, rook g2, f4. That's a strong move. If queen takes, knight takes f2, and he goes queen h4 instead. Bishop e7. Man, look at this queen trap. Like, beautiful play here. Oh my goodness. Forced him to take. Take on f2 first. Because if you take the queen, it's just a queen trade. Yeah, I do pick up the rook, but I'd rather pick up the queen. So he takes, I get 1-2, he goes rook g2, and we go back to e6, and we hang out. We have to be careful here because white does have some compensation, but not much. Not much. We have 2 bishops as well. There's not enough compensation. b3, king f7. I almost thought this was like, what did you do? I almost thought he could go there. There's the check, and rook to h3. Yes, what's funny is everything's solid. Everything's defended. That's kind of an issue. He gets to double up. Rook h6. Bishop here. Pawn takes. Takes. b5. Takes. Queen takes. Oh, man. Just giving stuff back here, man. You just giving stuff back. This is where you said you messed up, huh? You're just giving up the whole game right now, big fella. The whole game. Oh, man. Okay, so how do we fix this? Bishop a3. He said, give this man a brilliancy prize. Or not. He takes that back real fast. So bishop here, he can't take this. Why, guys? You're wondering, oh, he just hung a bishop. Well, he didn't. He actually might be losing after knight g5 check. Because the bishop's covering this. It's called removing a defender. That is actually the theme here. That can happen. Hi, Canty in chat. What's up, Kevin C. Wong? What up, Kevin? Welcome to the stream, bro. Told you I messed up in the end. Oh, absolutely. You absolutely have. So... okay, pawn takes, pawn takes. Here's the critical line here, guys. We got to figure out what to do. Honestly, if you have nothing to do, this is my last move. If I have nothing else to do, if I can't find a move, I'm just gonna play bishop d8. So you always have to have that one first, the bailout. It's called like the bailout move. Hey, if I have nothing else, if I can't find nothing sweet here, nothing cool, I'm just gonna move this bishop out of the way. And now you have that. Now that's a sense of comfort in a way. And then you start looking at other options. Rook takes f3, not a move because knight takes. I mean, bishop h4 doesn't seem that good at all. I don't really have much else to do, honestly. I can't really move anything else. I think bishop d8 is just the only move, honestly. So, can't even do rook takes f3, bishop takes a3. Yeah, you can't. You can't. So, you just move this bishop out the way. Like, bishop d8, and then I can reroute, because this would be nice to get this in. Just try to reroute. I also need to get my king, like, or my queen somewhere where this check is, like, this is annoying. I mean, it's so annoying. Rook to g3. Oh, I like that move a lot, actually. Left-hand man says rook to g3. It's a good move. You need to get some pressure off you. Pressure need to get off you now. Get this pressure off. Rook g3 is also okay. Gives up a pawn, but it peters out white's pressure on the g file. Absolutely. You got to get rid of it. Shout out to left-hand man for rook g3. Elfins says, uptime. What's up, bro? Welcome. Why can't you take on a3? Plater 9. This is why you can't take on a3, guys. Bishop takes a3. Knight g5. And then just stare at him. Or if you're on a computer screen, you just stare at the username. Hopefully they feel the energy of how hard you're staring at the username right now. Knight g5 check. GG. Queen go. Yeah, queen go. Tricky knights, like a chess coach say. That's right, Dota. That's right. Knight g5. Ouch. That hurts. That's why you play bishop a3. Also, rook x h5, bishop x e7, queen takes looks solid. Also, rook h5. Oh, this rook to h5. It's solid, but you're just waiting. You're just waiting. That's the rough thing about it. Let's go. Matt Queen Wanner with the gifted sub. The Kevin Wong says, got him. Thank you so much, Matt Queen Ranter. Let's put some hype in the chat for that. Appreciate the love. Let's go. That's what's up. So let's finish this out. We did make some mistakes. Mistakes happen in chess. Okay, so bishop takes, queen takes. Haha, Kevin. Funny, right? So knight g5, king f8, knight. Oh my goodness, bro. This is like, you are almost. Let me see what the eval reads. Let me see what the eval say. You might be winning because you might be almost mating. Yeah, it's -7 because you have a good. This rook is savagery right now. I mean, this is going on. This is going on. This pawn's too far. You just got too many attacks. But if it wasn't for this, you'd probably be losing. 2 rooks, a knight, and a bishop versus queen rook may not be enough. Because you have so many threats, it is -7, according to the engine. So, queen h4 and collect. Yep. He actually went queen c5, so let's go. Kevin Wong with 5 gifted subs. Whoa. Big bang in the chat. Somebody put some hype in the chat for the man. Oh my goodness. Get some hype in the chat, guys. We in here. Turn up. Big fellas. All that good stuff. Thanks so much, Kevin Wong, for the positivity that you just bring to the stream. Thank you so much for the donations for that. That's what's up, man. Awesome love. Awesome love from the guy. Queen to c5 check. And after king to g2, rook to g3 seems like that wins on the spot. Thanks for the follow. This guy is serious. He must be serious. Thanks for the follow. This guy is serious. Thanks for the follow. So, and again, thanks for the subs, Matt Ranter and my man's Kevin. Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. Thank you so much. Mr. Chow says, GMKT, why is NM next to your name on the stream? Because that's my title, bro. It's you have to put your goals in front of your face and speak them, and also work towards them to actually really get those goals. You can't just say you want something, not get it. Queen takes c3 says Moki. Wait, was there a raid? Was there just a raid? No, there was a raid earlier, beginning of the stream. Extreme Dota says pushing tight. That's right. So we have the check king to g2. I'm assuming you play rook to g3. Oh, you didn't. You just play rook takes c3. Simple. We're actually taking on c2. I mean, there's too many threats here. There's way too many threats. So way too many threats. Queen takes c3. And then bishop to d1. I've reached 1900 and blitzed on ChessCon without any opening knowledge. Is it right to prepare some openings, or should I keep going with tactics and strategy? My best recommendation to you is do not study openings in depth, meaning past whatever this opening moves are. Not past that until you over 2200. Honestly, till you over 2200, because you're going to get boggled down in it, and you can know all. I know people that are lower rated FIDE and USCF than I am, know way more opening theory than I ever thought about, but cannot get to 2200 because it's not just about the openings. I recommend you should study in-game, tactics, strategy, fundamentals, plans, master games. 2200, start studying openings, then you'll be good. So for months, that's right. Thanks so much, Kevin Wong, the man. Mervault says thanks. No problem, bro. No problem. I hope you really use that. So queen to e3, and knight f3. Rook d3 is good. Queen takes e4 is a little bit better. Just to snag a pawn. Yeah, you just snag a pawn. I'm not sure what you're doing with this move. I'm not sure because you can't check him either. So I'm not sure. I don't have much time to study chess right now. What would be easy way to pick up some tactics? Honestly, tactics should be easy. It should be the openings that you should be doing. You should try to find, I call them busy man openings. If you need some busy man openings, just reach out to me. I can actually give you some suggestions on that. But busy man openings, actually I play a few myself. I'm implementing a lot of them too because I am a busy man. In-game is terrible. I dread it. Yeah, you have to get over that I hate the in-game mode so that you can play better. Russians start with the in-game. That's why they're like born 2100. They come out 2100, born. But 45 years old, they 2100. But they study in-game first, and then everything else. What are some examples of busy man openings? I'll give you an example. London System. That's a busy man's opening. I don't play it myself, but there's other ones out there. But London System is a busy man's opening. Thanks for the follow, Andre. Actually, Kali too. The Kali System is a busy man's opening. Thanks for follow. Gonzalez. Thanks, man. Queen Man is hiding, so you cannot sub her. She's hiding. So what happened here? R Vega, rook d3, rook takes c6. Rook takes here. He did take it. Oh, that's what you was going for the check. I got you. Okay. King here. Check. Oh, he didn't take it. So guys, why didn't he take this? Let's go back. Why didn't he take this? Actually, oh, you're taking with check too. So, or not with check, but you're taking too. So he did not take it the initial time. Because of rook takes queen e2 check. That was the initial time. And the initial why didn't he? Naka said London System is lazy man's opening. He said anyone playing London System should be a real man and study. Funny. That's so funny, man. Oh my goodness. No, that's hilarious. The London System is very strong. Gata Kamsky plays it actually. So that's the best in it right now. Do you have any videos recommendations for learning in games? Not yet. I do have a YouTube channel though, which is here, but I don't have in games on it just yet. Loonsy Toonsy says we in here. What's up, bro? Welcome to the stream. Thanks so much, Kevin Wong, gifting a sub over to Mad Ranter. Let's go. Ed Wid, we in here, bro. Welcome to the stream. So this is not. He didn't want to do that. He just didn't want to. Thanks for the follow, Jacket. And what is that? Main mystery chess. Thank you. Black Rock F8 before. Black Rook F8 before. Kevin Wong gifting a sub to Queen Rancher. Let's go. And would have avoid the check. F8. Okay, Ed Witt with the 1,000 bits, man. Thanks so much, Ed Witt. Always supporting, man. It's a big supporter of the channel. Appreciate you so much, Ed. What's up, bro? Work takes, check, king here, and takes, and that should be mate. It's not though. It's not though. No checks. Wow. So we just take the material. We check. We take the other material, and then we just start picking off the pawns, having some fun here. That's a queen. Here, that's a check. That's another check. Oh, checkmate, big fella. Coming next move, actually. King c4 and queen here is mate. So after that, queen here and queen d to d4 checkmate. Awesomeness there. That's what's up, R Vega. You're pushing tight, bro. I think this is a better game, actually, too. This is much better than before. KT, I won both my OTB turn. You need one more to go. Let's go, Looney Toonsy. Shout out to you, man. You're doing great. You gave me away, sis. Injury to insult. Yeah, Canty, I won both my games tournament. That's what's up, man. Good job. Good job. Keep it up. Keep it up. Yeah, R Vega, you played this great, actually. Played this great. D5. Bishop d6. I mean, got it away with the castle. Bishop's g4. Rook e8. You played a5. I think this was like not a perfect game, but very close. Very close. I mean, all the plans was right. You developed your pieces. Knight d7, knight c5, knight e6. You gained some space over here. I mean, you took advantage of the holes and the weaknesses. There's not really much else you can do. There's no way to play better than what you played here, honestly. This was very, very good, I think. I think this was, I mean, honestly, you have to probably put, this might be like 98% accuracy. It feels like it for this game. You played really, really good here, R. Vega. Shout out to you, man. Always a pleasure analyzing R. Vega's game. Once again, R. Vega, put your link in the chat so people here can follow you as you have your own stream. He does have his own stream. He just started streaming as well. We do need to fix his settings. We do need to fix his settings, but let's make sure R. Vega gets a follow from us. Thanks for another gifted sub. Kevin Wong going off today. Oh my goodness, big fella. Gifting a sub to injury to insult. 7 gifted subs to the channel. So much support from the man, Kevin Wong. Let's go. Bro, when do you sleep? Oh man, I have a son and I have another son due. Hopefully it's a son, but coming in February. So there's like sleep. I already got past that. I enjoyed that a long time ago. R. Vega, thanks, GG's. Yep, R. Vega, that's what's up, man. So R. Vega contributed 2 points to the 49 today in the club match versus the movers today. So shout out to you. Shout out to you. Why are you wearing sunglasses inside? I've just always, I mean, it's just a Jedi thing. You know, I was just, since I was 3 years old, I put them on and I never took them off. Congrats, yo. There's nothing like fatherhood. Thanks, bro. Thanks. Appreciate it. All right, on to the next games here. Chess Jawa, you still here, right? Chess Jawa is in the chat. Did anyone else play today besides R. Vega and Chess Jawa? Did anyone else play today in the club matches? If you played in the club matches today, we would love to look at some of your games here because it's about you. It's all about the fans. This is the Pro Chess League Summer Series. It's all about you. And next week, we have Group D. That's who's going to be playing next week, Group D. So make sure you guys join the clubs. You can join any one of the clubs now. Still, it's still open. Still open. But Group D absolutely is going next week when you'll get to play for these guys. You will get to play. So if you're here right now and you have played earlier today, we would love to analyze your games. Chess Jawa, did you just play in the second match today with the Eagles and the Wizards, or did you play in both? I only see you. Just the Wizards. Okay, okay. Cool, cool. Thanks for the tier 1, Murby. Appreciate you, man. Thanks, Murby23 with the tier 1. Let's go. I placed some info for in-game books. Okay, thanks, bro. Yuri Averbach has 5-volume in-game collection. If Devil Rescue, other Rust players have derived their in-game strategy. Very, very good. Oh, send me a whisper with that. I'll try to find that. I have some links where I can find cool stuff. I'm just picking one team in a Group A and playing for them. Oh, that's what's up, Chess Jawa. That's good. Yeah, you guys can play for whatever team you like. You can play for multiple teams. You can do whatever you like. Chess Jawa, I know I have your game somewhere in here, pre-selected. Art Vega, I have yours too, so we'll cover that. But let's cover Chess Jawa first. Here we go. Here we go. This is your second one. Yeah, this is the second one. And what is this other one? Okay, that's that one. Perfect. I got them. I have them. So we'll start with the first one, which is here. All right, here we go. Chess Jawa. Let me actually see who'd you play for? So, Chess Jawa, you played for the Wizards. The Wizards. And the Wizards are, honestly, they are wizards when it comes to this game. I mean, they have dominated every week in the live club matches. It was not even close. No matter who they played, it was just domination every single time. And this week, no different. Not a huge deficit, but definitely they won by a margin. 13 for the Eagles and 28 for the Moscow Wizards. I think that's correct, actually. It might be, I did refresh it. I think that's correct, though. Yep, 14-28. So they got one more point. 14-28. The Moscow Wizards win this week by 14. man, these guys are strong. I mean, really strong. So now let's put this game in. This is the first game by Chess Jawa, who's actually rated 1971. Strong player, Chess Jawa, and Black's ELO is 1670. Chess Jawa is playing for the Wizards today, so he helped contribute to the points. He helped contribute to the 28 points today. He actually won both his games. So you play white here, right? Flip the board. Okay. Let me get back to the chat. See you guys in here. What's up, Kenty? How are you today? I'm good, G-Body. How are you, bro? Welcome to the stream, man. Mad Queen Rancher with the emotes. Let's go. Emote spam. Dota. I'm gonna making the Wizards look wizard. Yeah, I am Ism. What's up? Yeah, I was white in this Carol. It was a Carol Khan. All right, cool. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Carol Khan. E4, C6. So I have a lot of experience against this. A lot of experience. I'm an E4 player myself. I'm moving into different types of structures and different type of openings now as I expand my game, because you need to expand your game and expand other areas and experience different openings just to get better and a bigger horizon of chess, period. So that's what I'm into now. But now E4, D4. I used to play against the Carol Khan in many different ways. So let's see what way you chose today. RPD 350. What's up, man? Says it's Friday. We in here. What's up, big fella? Do we see G4 H4? Okay, we about to see. If we see G4 H4, it's gonna get real. I might do that on the stream, actually, on a Carol Khan against somebody, just because. Cries because Kevin has bested her today. Matt Queen Ranter. Seems we're even. Mad. Seems we're even. Says Kevin. So D5 capture. There we go. There we go, Chess Jawa. You already got me hyping here, big fella. That's exactly what I love to see. This is my favorite way to combat the Carol Khan. Absolute favorite way is the exchange. I love playing the exchange variation. I play different stuff now. It just depends on how I'm feeling. I don't know a lot of these lines. But pawn takes, C4, and now you didn't jump off to deep end. I'm going to put deep end in the chat because this is not the way you're supposed to play the exchange, friends. Now, this is the pan-off bot attack in a way with knight C3 and stuff like that. But I mean, C3. I play C3 here, and then bishop D3 and bishop F4, and play all other stuff. But C4, it does happen. It can happen. It's fun. And a lot of times I actually have played stuff like this, and I transpose into a C3 Sicilian that I am very familiar with. I know a lot of theory in a C3 Sicilian. And with that being said, it's pretty cool that I can get to the same kind of thing from here. So let's see what happened. C4, he goes knight F6. Okay, knight to C3. Knight F6, knight C6, bishop F4, and A6. Yeah, because knight B5 would have been a huge problem, so he did stop you with A6. Makes some total sense there. As a matter of fact, bro, the Russian player recommend that for every 30 minutes of in-game study, I should only spend a few minutes on the opening. 10 to 15 minutes on middle game positions and 30 to 40 minutes on in-game. FYI for anyone in the chat. That's right. DK is right. Look at that. Russian book told him every 30 minutes of in-game study, you should only do a few minutes of the opening. 10 to 15 minutes on middle game positions, and 30 to 45 minutes on the end game. Unbelievable. And remember, I told you, the Russians, they born 2100, so they come out, you know, hey, about 12 years old, they already IM, so that's usually how it goes. But they start with the end game first, and there's no doubt about that's what they do, I'm assuming. Play bishop D3 in Carol. I'm such a pass. Man, bishop D3 is nice. Oh, you play E4, C6, bishop D3? E4, D4, E4, C6, D4, D5, bishop D3. If that's what you're doing, stop it now. You should either take it or push it, or play knight C3. So let's see what happened. A6, you play C5. I like this move, actually. This is a space grip move. It's usually you say space grabber or something, but this is a space grip. Because he's just literally gripping up the space, and if you don't get B6 in, knight A4 is going to be annoying, especially with knight B6. And you kind of just plug the hole here, and like, you always got to know where the hole is in a position, and actually, you put a piece there. Very good book, actually. Reassess Your Chess, 4th edition. Jeremy Silman talks about that. Where's the hole in the position? You find it. When you find it, you put the piece there. So you find a route. Knight A4, knight B6. You already know that's going to be a thing. So we need to keep that in mind. Now, we do need to know that the queen is defending A4. And this is just something if, like, let's say G6. So we go knight A4. We got to be aware of, first off, the knight's defending. This is defended. But if we ever want to move our queen here to go here, or if we block this and forget that this is hanging, he can always take this. This is hanging. So we have to play stuff like knight F3 first to prepare it. He says queen a5 is a problem. Correct. Yep, we're going over that right now. Because now after bishop d2, you have to go back to f4, and it just looks weird. It looks weird, so you have to prepare it. Maybe knight f3 first. Bishop e2 or d3. Maybe e2, because that's probably better. Bishop g4 is annoying. So castle, and then after I castle, play knight a4, knight b6, which is a plan. Could easily happen this way. Knight a4, queen a5, check, bishop d2. That's not the move, actually. He played a c5. c5, bishop f5. He got his bishop outside the pawn chain before playing e6. That's a good thing to note, guys. I mean, you have to get your bishop outside the pawn chain, meaning here. If you play e6, which I don't understand why there are many players in the Caro-Kann. If you are one of them and you play the Caro-Kann, you need to stop this today. I crush every single Caro-Kann. Let me actually show you how simple it is. An exchange variation of the Caro-Kann. If you play the Caro-Kann, I hope you're watching this right now, because you're going to get in some trouble if you don't realize what's going on. c3, knight f6, bishop f4, e6. This is the worst Caro-Kann to play of all time. In this line, at least. Because I crush people like in seconds. I'll show you. Yeah, chess is almost DNA in most countries. That's right. Hey, what's up, Jessica? How are you? I'll take a look at it. Now logic just absent. e6 is main line against a6 normally. I don't know why, but the bishop normally plays there. Yeah, watch this. e6. e6, I go knight f3. Actually, let me get out of here. What just happened? Okay, and we're back. So, after this, knight f3, bishop d6. That's a real thing. Takes. I castle. They're trying to get e5 in, but of course not with the king in the center, so they castle. I'll go rook e1. They go rook e8. I go knight e5 because they're trying to push e5. Knight to d7. I can't tell you how many masters, and above have played this move, jumped off the deep end, and I'm like on autopilot. This is straight autopilot. Bishop takes h7, king takes, queen h5, king g8, queen takes, king here. I don't even have to take this rook. I can go rook e3, and that's mate. It's like unstoppable. I've crushed people. My teammate plays a Caro. I play him a3 for my first move. I beat him, and I play a2 for my first move, right? See? Queen h5, sack. Yep, it's over. Thanks for the follow. It says Zakarin68. Or thank you for the follow. Actually, that's what I'm saying to you. Thank you for the follow. Rook took lift. You mean rook lift. I know what you mean, Jessica. But yes. Yes, rook lift got it. It's over. Look at that mate. That's beautiful. So this is Caro-Kann. I'm never afraid of it. Never afraid. So when I saw you playing the exchange, I was like, let's go. And then we went this line. And I'm like, oh, what is this? So here we go. Bishop takes, queen takes. He got the bishop outside the pawn chain. So now this is a little bit different, but quite similar if you look at the same ideas here, except I don't have a bishop anymore. But I am castling queenside. I know that. Yeah, it may be a little weird to castle queenside, but I might do something like h3, 95, you know. So can't you know what opening I play right? Don't say it. You mean it for black and white? I know both of them. I just played them both for white and black last night, actually. So I've been playing it lately. I actually got a course coming out on it. So I'm not casting queenside. I'm pawn storming on the queenside. I want pastors over there, he says. Okay, so looking at this in an in-game sense, and this is the difference in players. First off, you have to know what kind of player you are. So for me, I'm an attacking player. Casting queenside is very risky. That's my taste. I might go h3, g4 first. Just to wait. And then castle. That's what Tyrell plays. Oh, I forgot. I mean, whatever. I don't know what that is, honestly, but it looks like a Kali, but I'm not sure. So castle is a move though. Castle, get out the way, and then castle again. A3, b6, b4, already good. b4, make everything solid. Wait, what happened? Okay, b4, and now we got the fast pawns over here. So in game wise, this is a straight up in-game win, I would say, when it comes to majority on this side. 4, or really 3 versus 2 in a way, but almost 4. You can kind of count this one, but not really. What about g4 instead of h2, h3? That could have been a thing. If you're playing aggressive, there's many routes to go. Like here, playing g4 right now, that is interesting. That's very interesting. g4 right now. Knight takes rook g1. If he defends it, I push and I can take on g7. That's actually a very interesting idea. That's something I probably would have played, honestly. I'm more into this kind of play. And Chess Jawa played the positional way, which is castle. Chess Win says, we in here, big fella. Let's go. What up, man? Welcome to the stream. Title players castle to the side where they have no defenders and opponent has 3 attackers. But you can. I mean, some do. It depends. Sometimes you'll castle in the you know, face of danger. Like there are some Slav or semi-Slav, one or the other. There's some lines in the semi-Slav or the Slav where the king, the black king, castling queenside. When the whole C file open, it's like crazy. I'm like razor sharp stuff. But they castling queenside. I'm not a Slav player. I'm not a semi-Slav. Never have been. Never will be. But it was interesting to see. Interesting to see. It's all about. It's always based on what's going on in a position. A3, B6, B4, B5, 95. Queen C8 captures. A4. Okay, making the pass pawns work. What do you do? What do you play against QG? Queen's Gambit? Against D4 right now? Honestly, against everything, I've been playing a Black Lion lately. That's all I'm doing. I'm just playing Lion against everything. Everything. Literally everything. Getting good positions and playing with those. I played on a stream last night. I actually won every single game. Every single game, I think, on the stream. It was nice. It was nice. But I'm playing it, honestly, for both sides now. Just cutting down on theory and working more tactics and other stuff. Working on different parts of my game. A4 is really nice, so I like this move. Won all my matches. That's good, Arvega. That's good. A4, I like this because it's making a threat. You also can't play Rook B8 because the bishop's here. So this is making good sense here. I mean, endgame-wise, this is the way to go. Pawn takes, Rook takes, you double up, and you have a basic understanding, a basic, easy win here. Thanks for the follow, Quatska. Thanks for the follow. Knight H5, I gotta go somewhere. That's a good move because he's trying to get his Rook to B8. So what do you do? Maybe take on B5 first. Maybe not. Bishop E5 runs into F6. And then you have to go back to G3 anyway. He captures, you capture. Not really much. You actually helped him play F6 to play E5 later. So you really need to move this somewhere else. Like Bishop to D2, which is annoying. You don't really want to do it. But you got to move it somewhere. Bishop E3 and Rook B8. There it is. There it is. Now you got to get this knight to move. But not really. You could actually take and play Rook A5. Make another threat. Take. Rook A7. He plays Rook A7. Rook A5 would have been the same intention, I think, here, Chess Jawa. Just because you already had, you did everything correct up until this point. Everything is correct. Rook A5, I think, is just, why not? Like, you threatening the piece. This is exactly what you was coming to do here. Wasn't sure about Rook A5. Yeah, I just think it wins. I mean, Rook A5 is fine. Only thing you do have to calculate maybe a Bishop D8. But Bishop D8, and I was saying Bishop D8 because you may have had a line like this, but I just slightly forgot that this Rook can't go here now. Because this would have been different if the Rook could get here. But now it can't. You got this extra move to move the knight, push the pawn, and you walk in the dogs in the park all the way to home here. It's just over. It's over. Over at that point. Rook A5 is just an easy win. Easy win. Follow the plan. Stick to the plan is what they say. Rook A7 does make sense, but immediately I can go Bishop D8. He cuts off Rook A5. And he plays Rook F to E8. You doubled up. And G4. Yeah, this is a different game now. This is a different game. This is still hanging though. Still hanging. Knight F6, H3. I don't think this was necessary. Unless you just wanted to make some back rank, you know, luft here. You wanted to actually get your king somewhere. That might have been the only thing. I can't really take on B5. If he does Bishop D8. Where is Bishop D8? I wanted to get back rank stuff. F4 back with my bishop. Yeah, I can't really take on B5 if he doesn't do Bishop E8. Okay. Knight F6, H3, Knight E4, capture, and now we in this position here. Can you have not taken it here too? He has Rook B8 in the end. Yeah, you should have went for it that first time. This counterplay, man, I hate giving my opponent counterplay, and that's exactly what he's getting here. You could have taken, I think you can, but he gets a move in too. Remember, we just talked about this too. Takes, and then Rook B8. Oh, you got Knight C7. You do have Knight C7, so it does work, yeah. How was copies? I have missed the event, sadly. They won. They won by 2 points, 47-49. I think that's the total. I think it was 47-49. Yes, 49-47. The Capybaras won. Wow, so close. Yeah, it was close. It was real close. The Wizards, of course, turned up, as they always do. They've been killing it every week. 28. 28. Amazing. Thank you, Hanty. No problem, chess win. So knight takes b5, rook b8, knight c7. That's what would have happened. Take on e4. Queen a3. I like it. And we have a winning endgame here, but it's going to take some time. We also got to watch out for our own weaknesses. I like this move. Forcing, not forcing, but threatening a queen trade. Actually, it is, because you have c6 if he goes queen d7. So queen takes b5. Rook d1. There had to be something better than rook d1. I mean, it has to be. Yeah, I know this is threatened, but there got to be something better. And let me see. Let's turn the engine on. Maybe there's not. But these pawns, though, are, like, excellent. Yeah, they don't even consider it. They consider everything else. Everything else. Ahmad Like Chess, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. 2 months in a row. Let's go. Ahmad Like Chess, thank you so much. Let's put some emotes in the air. Appreciate that, bro. This, it says rook a5. Rook a5 is a move to play c6. And also rook a6. This one I don't understand. What if he plays bishop takes d4? It is rook d6. Really? That just don't seem like that's winning. Oh, it is. Dang, that's strong. Oh, my goodness. Because queen e8. Wow. Dang. Rook d8, big fella. Rook d8. That is a move. Whew, that's strong. That would have been sweet. It's hard to see that. It's hard to see that stuff. Engine sees it, of course, all the time. Too sharp for me feels bad, man. It just comes from tactics and middle game positions you cover and experience from playing a lot of games. Rook d8, rook d1. Queen to b3, rook d2. Get out of the way. That is slick, bro. That was sweet, wasn't it? Great slider. Like, that was sweet. Rook d6 was strong. Queen c3, queen b6, and h6. Time to push him. Time to push him. Queen c5. Please trade him off. Absolutely. And I got a passer. My brothers are coming with me. We're going to the park here. And it's pretty simple. Pretty simple. Rook to the 7th. I can honestly even sack this. Not trying to. No reason to. But you could and probably still win this game. c7, c6. Pawns get close. And this one walks through, escorting him to the park here. b6 and game over. Game over. 3 amigos. That's right, Armega. Armego. Right. That's exactly what this is. Arvega. Yeah, the pawns are just so strong. I mean, it was ridiculous. It was not a move. It wasn't working for him. And you came out with a very nice win here. I think it was very positional. You played a very positional game here, which is surprising because Carol Khan, black is the one going for the positional setup. Kept the pressure on him. c5. Pretty nice. Bishop d3. And then b4. At this point, you're doing really good. I think this was a really nice slow grind win. Well deserved. Well deserved. Great game. Great game, Chess Jawa. Let's pull up your second one here. This guy pretty strong. He gave you a run for his money right here. The next one was not this clean. I'm looking at it right now. The in position, like, dang, he was fighting. I mean, fighting. Kook2 Live, thanks, thanks, man. Welcome to the stream. He says hello. Hello. What's up, bro? You play black in this next game. Here we go. Chess Jawa. Here we go, big fella. E4, E5. Man, 80 moves? Oh, this was definitely not clean. 80 moves. Thanks for the follow, Kook2 Live. Appreciate that, bro. E4, E5, F4, King's Gambit. Wow, a King's Gambit. It's about to get wild. So he captures and bishop to C4. All right, here we go. Queen H4 check. I think he already jumped off the deep end in a way. But in a way, I think this is a move too, though. Because I remember some lines. I used to study the King's Gambit just to look at it. I have no idea how to play this opening. Yeah, I think this is a line Yeah, this is theory. Yeah, well, he just goes king f1 and he's fine. I think William Steinitz used to love this. First world champion will be playing this stuff. Knight to c6, knight f3, queen h5, d4, d6. Standard stuff. So he just has a nice center so far. It looks like black can castle queenside, knight f6. I've seen it before, but I don't know what to do. Yeah, honestly, and if you in this predicament, guys, and you don't know what to do, you just got to develop pieces. That's it. That's what black's doing. Seems fine. Do you like the Bobby Fischer variation with his high class waiting move? D6 on move like 2 or 3. I used to play it actually because I'm like, I don't know what to do against this opening. I'm just about to play simple. And I played D6 because I didn't know what to do. So, and I had good games all the time. Martin Kessler says, we in here. What's up, Martin? Welcome to the stream, bro. Knight to D2 and castle queenside. I think black's totally fine here. If anything, I think white is the one slightly worse because his king's on F1. H3, absolutely taking that. Queen takes. Now thinking about this, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have taken that. I think you kind of moved a little bit too fast here because you don't have to move this right now. If you notice, the rook is actually pinned. So you have one move right now to make something happen. One move. And I think D5 is that move, maybe breaking it up. Or maybe something like G5. G5 look wild. Maybe that don't work. G5 is wild. But it is a possibility. But you do not have to move this bishop just yet. I just tried to develop pieces versus the King Gambit in tournament a while ago. And getting mated on move 12. It was bad. Yeah. It was bad. Yeah. King's Gambit ain't fun, bro. It's not fun when you're on the bad end of it. D5 looks pretty good. I think D5 is a move too, don't cry wolf. Because you just make some threats. And you make your pieces a little bit more active than they were a move ago. Takes, because at this point, now white's just fine. I mean, he's like, everything developed. And king just got to go F2, and he got rooks connected. White's okay, and he got a big center. So kind of, the King's Gambit worked out for him. D5, so you did find a striking D5. Bishop needs to move instead of capturing. He did. Pawn takes, nice 2 pawns in the center. I have a terrible record versus the King's Gambit. Yeah, I was really not happy with this position. Yeah, it's tough. You got to look for tactics here. And I think you might have missed one. I'm not sure if this is a move, but it's close. Okay, King E2. So maybe Bishop E7 to do that same sequence. Let's see. Can you do this and get away with it anyway? Take, rook takes. He gets on G7. I get on F3. He gets F7. He's hitting E7. Bishop B4. I hit the knight at least. Knight got to go somewhere. Maybe he could also go King E2, defend the end attack, and I can take on H3. Interesting. Knight takes D4. Pawn takes, rook takes D4. He could take on G7, I think. His knight isn't hanging though. Well, after Bishop B4 it is. Bishop B4 because you only. That's the only thing. Oh, but his knight isn't hanging. You mean after knight takes, rook takes, bishop moves. Yeah, it's not hanging, right? So, nothing there. The opening I play for white gives me a space advantage and think because I was playing for the first 20 moves. Yep, that's good. It's very good. That's why I'm playing what I'm playing for black and white now because I have a plan against everything. It's the same thing, just different variations of it. And I've been having great success with it, so I'm going to stick with it. Yeah, I really want it to work. Yeah, absolutely. Did you learn the lion system from Simon Williams? I actually was playing it before I learned Simon Williams had something on it. Then I briefly looked at it. Then I also got the book about the lion. And then I started looking at it with the engine. So I have hit the black lion like 5 different times. Looked at it here, played it myself, looked at Simon Williams stuff, then got his course, then actually looked at a book on it, the book about the entire opening. I read it. I actually still have it. And still going through it. And also, I hit stuff with the engine. So there's a lot that I do with an opening. Especially when I want to play it full time. Against the King's Gambit, is it better to keep the pawn on G5? Then kick F3, knight with G4, following challenging the center with C6 and D5? Or is that too many pawn moves? I think doing that with G5 is real tough. Real tough because white expects that. And you never want to play, not never, but you need to be very prepared to play stuff that white knows that you're expected to play. You need to be careful with that. That's why, you know, you'll see GMs playing the London system now, or different openings, because everybody knows the theory to that stuff. 30 moves deep, 40 moves deep in the Najdorf, stuff like that. It's tough. Can I get more books, please? Says Jessica. I actually have a black line course coming out, so I'm working on that. So when that comes out, that will be for everyone who wants to play it. If knight f3, I will play g5. Yeah, knight f3, g5 is a thing. Rook here, rook's to the center. Yeah, white's just better. He got both bishops, and you just don't. It's just a worse position. Thanks for the follow, LankyG101. Appreciate that. It's just worse. 3-6, 3-6, yeah. Knight h5 makes sense. Bishop h2. Yikes, man, it's just ugly. It's just ugly. And why is this ugly? There's nothing about, like, there's no weaknesses, right? But here's the problem. I have no pawns in the center, so that's number one. Write this down. You need to have pawns in the center. You need to have pawns in the center. Yes, because if you don't have pawns in the center, you have a position like this where you're looking around and you're like, I'm not losing, but I'm like close to losing, which is like you're puzzled. I mean, both the bishop, white got two bishops, which is an advantage. He also has a big center, which is two pawns, which is also defended. Only thing he don't have, if this rook was on d1, you're just gonna say white's better. White's winning at that point. If the rook was on d1 or something, and it's and you know, but black has no weaknesses. And if one of these pawns moves, then we do have outposts on the adjacent squares. So if he plays e5, I have knight d5. And if he plays here, I'll have here if this bishop's not in the way. So honestly, when you're facing two bishops, you have to first dissect and assess a position before you can move forward on what's going on. Especially, you always use this method once you're like halfway through the middle game, transitioning into the end game. You need to assess the position and come up with the plan. And this is what masters and great players do. Grandmasters, what they do, and they assess, and you come up with the plan. And what this is these two bishops are very nice. They're sharp. So what you need to do, first off, I need to get rid of one of these bishops, or you're going to have to concede or somehow to give me some squares. So bishop d6 could easily be a move, because if this blocks up, I move my bishop somewhere, maybe back, because I need to keep this open for rook f8. But if this pawn gets too close, he does have e6 to defend it. So then you got to watch out for that. f5 makes this pawn weak. It does break this up. That could be a concession. It also opens up this file. There's a lot you could do here. Knight takes d4. Almost looks like a move. Rook takes, hitting this. Does it work this time? King e2. Why doesn't knight takes d4 work this time? Rook e2? I gotta see it. Why doesn't knight takes d4 work this time? Look at Moki. Moki says knight takes d4 work now. Yeah. I don't know. I think it works. But I'm going to turn on the NGNs just to see what they say. Wow. Right now, it's actually equal. It's equal. So you can take knight takes d4. Knight takes d4 is a move. It's actually 0.67. Oh, snap. I just exit out your game, bro. Let me bring that back. I just exit out right again. I should have exited out the other thing. Here we go. Here we go. So we're like here somewhere. Here we go. Okay, so knight h5. Hip side, just tier 1. Just gifted a sub. Tier 1 over to Chess Jara. 6 gifted subs. Thank you so much, Hip side, for your support, man. Been around a long time and gifting subs. Appreciate the love on that. Let's get some hype in the chat for that. Thanks you. Thank you. Rook e2, bishop e4. Correct, or even doubling up again. But yeah, knight takes d4 was a move. He just plays king to b8. It's a free knight or a bishop. In a way. And you snag a pawn too. So king to g2. Bishop h4, there's the idea. Somebody did put it in the chat. Rook to e2. I think rook f1 was a little bit better, just attacking. So it wins 2 pawns. No, it just, yeah, actually it does win 2 pawns or something like that and go back. It's just like winning. Almost. Feels like it is. f5, that's a nice shot. e5, closing up this bishop. I think that was very smart to do so. But the issue is our pieces. Not really this bishop, but this knight. This knight is out of the game. They say knight on the rim is grim or dim, however you want to call it, but this knight's very bad. This knight's very bad. You're like the no malice of chess. Blaze of glory. What's up, bro? Either way, it gets forked. Yep. Bishop g5. I'm assuming going for bishop f4 because knight f4 here, just take it, and you kind of want to do something else. White Hawk 9090 with the Twitch Prime. You can only do that for one channel. Glad you chose this one over here. Thank you so much, big fella. Appreciate the love. Welcome to the stream. Let's see them new emotes from the new one. That guy, White Hawk. Appreciate it. Thanks, bro. Welcome him as a new Jedi, White Hawk. Canty, did you read Waitskin? I did not. I did not. Never read anything Waitskin. I did see, of course, Searching for Bobby Fischer. That was all I saw, though. Knight f4 because the knight is in trouble. Knight is terrible, is what you said. Yes, but bishop f4, and you can always swing around. Here's the idea. First off, and this is one thing you want to know about your in-games, Chess Jawa. Knights are best pieces to blockade squares. So if we have to, we can come back around this way. But you want to go bishop f4 because you really want to trade off the bishops and check them. I mean, you really want to get this. Really want to get this hint as much as you can. And then if he doesn't trade off, then you get the square anyway. Regardless or not, you get the square, Chess Jawa, because the bishop can't move anywhere. So if you go bishop here and snap, then you go knight f4 anyway. That's usually how it goes. So, isn't bishop b5 a nice move for white? It's okay. a6, I actually would rather him do... Bishop b5 would be... I would like to see this. I would easily go a6. Easily go a6. And why I'm going a6 is because I want him to take this. Yeah, I got weaknesses, but I'm at least controlling this now. This is not happening anymore. So, it's ugly. But, I mean, shoot. You got to do what you got to do, right? And you can't do much about this anyway. It's not like you can just break this. Maybe you can. You can go rook e6 and then maybe a6. That's probably the better way. I have an opening that I love playing. Do you want to analyze it? Actually, not on here because we are only analyzing games of today's matches. We had 2 club matches today. Live club matches, and we're analyzing those games. Today is Pro Chess League Summer Series, Week 9. Week 9. So, cool. Let's go back. And here we go. Knight f3, knight f4 check. Takes, and rook g to e1. Rook to e7, knight d2. Bishop takes d2. Oh, yep, that didn't work. Look at you coming back here. White to move, or black to move, and win. Rook takes e5 on the board. Tactics win games, guys. But he should take with the d pawn. He actually took with the rook here. But I think, oh man, I think taking right here. Right here. I think taking with the pawn, allowing the check, gives white a little bit more chances here. And he about to snag this pawn and maybe this one at the cost of maybe this knight. Maybe. I think it's very interesting to say the least. Bishop takes d2, take on e5, take on e5, bishop to b3. c5, and now we just start attacking this. Yeah, blockade on e7, yeah. And I know you can blockade, but I think he can get around, he might be able to get around you and try to take. But at the end of the day, if you had to, you could sack. I think if you get enough pawns, for instance, if you would have won the b pawn and the c pawn, and it's 3 pawns for the piece in an endgame. So that's enough a lot of times to be winning. So if you would have gave up, if you would have got all 3 of these, because this one would be like here by now, and you have to sack the knight on this one, you end up taking the b pawn and taking this one. You're still left with these 3, so you can create a passer over here. You really just got to stop this one. And this one's going to get exchange off. So honestly, it could have worked in a sense like, you know, all I have to do kind of thing, or know what your plans are in an endgame, because that's going to help you a lot with options. Knight d7. If he goes around, I will go behind, I think. Yep, I think that works out. Rook d2 takes, knight f6 defending, knight e4, get out the way, d5, that was a nice move. Nice move. h6, rook d6. Very nice defensive mechanism here. g5, takes, f5, we play rook f6, try to trade him off, and now black is the one with the 2 pass pawns, and white only has 1, which is easily stopped, especially with the knight here. Here's the thing to know about pawns and knights in the endgame, guys. Dvoretsky endgame manual, if you don't have it, that's in the section with knights. Pawns and knights section. In Dvoretsky endgame manual, it tells you that the best way, how do you stop a pass pawn with the knight has to stop the square in front of it. So if he can get to the square in front of it, he can stop the pass pawn. This is perfect. The rook's able to defend it as well. Also, maybe we can walk the king around this way. Try to get the king into play. Okay, we have g4, bishop c2, knight to d6. Beautiful blockading square. Still eyeing these squares while blockading the pawn. I'm also defending this one, so I really can get around. Now my technique goes down the drain. Let's see how he jumps off the deep end. Okay, rook d7 and knight c4. Okay, going for the check. Totally understandable. King here, and you went here. I actually think the check is probably best. I mean, you can take this, but this check, you know, it's like geometry in a way. Just look at me. Maybe you're not that good at geometry. It's fine. But looking at this is like understanding, hey, his king's here. He just left here. I'm trying to get him to one of the squares to check him. That's why you did it. F4. F4, king takes. Check, king here. Can you get away with this? It's probably not realistic, but it looks like it. Or maybe we reverse the move order. How about knight f4 first? Hit the bishop and then f4. That's always a good method to use. Usually if it doesn't work one way, it may work the other way. So you have to do that, and it's very hard to remember to look at the other way because most times we're one track minded. That's why a lot of times people can't break through that next rating barrier for expert and up. People don't look at the move first. Oh wait, let me try it first. Oh, it just don't work. We dismiss it. And then we're looking at this first. And then F4, and then it works on the spot. It's the same thing. Work backwards from the position, retrograde analysis. Knight takes b2, king here, knight back, king here, rook out the way, snaps. Yeah, he's fine now. He's doing fine. We got to push though. Absolutely push. Do we have any tactics? Any nice rook moves? Anything like that? Knight here. Dang, bro, this is terrible. I mean, really. Yeah, he was like bad technique. I mean, dang, this is almost losing if he's able to get this in here, bro. Like, what happened here? Oh man, bro. Yep. Reverse that move order next time. Absolutely happy to take that. Bring the rook in. He gets the pawn, and now we back to square one again. Now we back to square one, trying to figure this in game out. Check. Rook over. Found a way to get the rook around. Finally take the pawn. Get out of the way. Stop all the checks. Push it once. Oh my goodness. What is going on here, bro? What is going on here? He said it was so good, then it wasn't. Yeah, I'm seeing right now, Chess Jawa. What is going on here? Check. Okay, so at least we cut the king off, and then this is a win. There we go. Finally. Oh my goodness. I missed out the rook f4. I had king b5 winning. Yes. Now it's drawn. It wasn't a win. I figure, but it's very difficult to like draw this, and especially, yeah. Check. Yes, it's a lot to it. Push. King up. Push. And check. Yeah, you have to. He has to go back and forth and check you. Yeah, that was a blunder. That was a straight up blunder. Because he has to keep you checking from behind. Like check, or check. Move the rook over and check. Move it up. Check somewhere else. That's the technique. Oh, yeah, it's out. Oh, man, he let you build the bridge. Ouch. Ouch. What was he supposed to do right here? Rook h8 was a blunder. Yeah. A straight up blunder. Oh, yeah, it is drawn. Straight up draw from here. King c2. Yeah, straight up draw. King c2. Nothing to do. King c2. Dang, yeah, that's a draw. Ouch. Yikes. And he just jumped off the deep end. He didn't know what he was doing here. Here, check, and king g7. Just that quickly, the end game is lost because there's no way to stop the queen. Absolutely no way to stop the queen. I think that's remarkable. And you won this game. You went on to win this game. After this move, this was where the resignation happened. I mean, other than that, I think you need to, your best tip, you got to find something. Oh, he flagged? Okay. You got to find something better to play against this opening. Because he was 1670. He was almost 1700, and you had a lot of trouble beating him. Find something solid to play against the King's Gambit if you're going to continue to play e5. Grinding win. Well done completing the Jawa, says R. Vega. Yeah, shout out to R. Vega. Shout out to R. Vega and Chess Jawa for both of you guys. Both of you guys being here today. As you guys both contributed to the wins for both matches. That's good stuff right there. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Now, if you guys are wondering what's going on too, if you're just now getting here, this is the format. Pro Chess League Summer Series. This is week 9. What it is 2 rounds of 10 minutes, 2-second increment. So these games are not as slow as you think they are. 10 minutes, 2-second increment. This is still considered blitz. Still considered blitz. Tough stuff here. Tough stuff. Here's the official bracket of what's going on right now. The Capybaras have a spot. Wizards have a guaranteed spots here. Baden, Snowballs, the Pandas, and the Archbishops. And Puffins. 10-2 rapid. 10-2 is rapid, not blitz. Correct. I mean, yeah, in a way, yeah, it's rapid. We'll call it rapid. Still fast chess. Hipside, thanks so much, man. 100 bits says thanks for analysis. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate the 100 bits, man. And here's our prizes too. Shout out to Art Vega actually streaming. So if you are a streamer and you're playing in these tournaments, they have a best fans prize, which is $250 per group. Group D, which is in the standings right here, is starting next week. We will have coverage of week 10 with Group D. So make sure you guys are playing for the teams. I wish I could find a chess teacher in Tokyo, says Cook to Live. Actually, Japanese tutor. Just reach out to him. Well, thanks. Well, thanks for analyzing my game, says Chess Jawa. No problem, man. You are absolutely welcome, bro. Absolutely welcome. Let me look at one more here, something brief, and then we're going to go over. Make sure you guys stick around. We're going to go back over to chess.com, actually, as they're going to have Sub Saturday today. So you guys want to stick around to hang out with Andrew Tang, Grandmaster Andrew Tang, the Penguin Man, over at chess.com with Sub Saturday. Subscriber Saturdays over there. Hey, chat. What's up, Official Ned Nevo? We're going to look at one more game, and we're going to get out of here, guys. Waiting for them to come on. So that's Chess Jawa. Chess Jawa. R Vega, actually. R Vega has a game from the Wizards today. And you did. You contributed 2 points there too. R Vega, look at that. R Vega and Chess Jawa both contributed 4 points total, actually, to from both of them to the Wizards. Out of 28 points, 4 of them came from R Vega and Chess Jawa. So this is one of your games here. We'll conclude it after this. And look at R Vega play this game here. Playing with the black pieces, and your opponent here is 1973, which is you, actually. Your opponent is actually 1674. White pieces, he's a 1674. He knows what he's doing. Let's see what happens. D4, knight f6, here we go. E3 and G6. We have knight f3, bishop G7, and C4. It's almost like a French backwards, guys. Almost like a backwards French. So let's see what happens. He goes with D6 and knight C6 and castles. It's like a King's Indian almost. Bishop E2 and A5. I like it. Space grabbing move. No problem at all. But what I don't like about this move is I think you have to choose. Here's the thing about this, R Vega. You want to look at this 2 ways. Either you're going to play A5 and knight A6 for this stuff. A5, knight A6. Or you're going to play knight C6, right? Knight C6 and not play A5, because if you play A5, in cases where they go D5, oops, actually, in some cases where they go D5, you can go knight to A5. But I'm assuming you're probably just going to go for A5. If he goes here, you're probably going to go knight to B8. and then swing back around that way. So I'm assuming that's what you're doing. Usually in these cases, you would play e5. King's Indian defense is all about usually thrusting e5. If you can get e5 on the board, that's good. If they're stopping you from playing e5, then that's when you go c5. That's kind of the difference in the King's Indian. It's good to know that. If they're stopping you, like if they're going to stop you from playing e5, then you play it the other way, c5. If they're going to stop you from playing c5, I mean, it's really about e5. So if you can't get e5, you play c5. That's really it. Wanted to maneuver my knight from b4 to a6 to c5, right? b4, a6, c5. Oh, okay, if you played a5 and he plays d5. Got you. Queen d7. This is interesting. I've never seen this move before. Explain this, R. Vega. This look like this is wrong. I've never seen that move. Queen to d7. No e5. No knight b4. No b6. Queen d7. What's this move about, bro? No good square for a light square bishop. Oh, no good square for a light square bishop. So what you do is play e5 anyway. You don't worry about this bishop right now. This is a piece you don't worry about. Queen d7 just makes this worse because maybe one day you'll need it later. What's up, Omid? Welcome to the stream. Let's go. What up, bro? Omid, we in here, big fella. So this bishop is supposed to be like on e6 or something else. You can play e5. For instance, e5. They're probably going to play d5. You put the knight here. And you're going to play h6 or knight h5 and play f5 later. And you want to play h6 to stop knight g5. This knight's beautifully placed here. And then after you play knight to e8 or knight h5, you follow up with f5. And this bishop just kind of sits here. This is kind of what you want. Why not push e5, then pawn takes, take back, and you still get e5 in the end. That's correct. That's what he should have played, honestly. e5 is the strongest move to make. e5, if you take this, you just smile. You're just winning. This bishop is nice. This bishop is nice. This bishop is not. This bishop is not. Taking on e5 is not going to be a move. Or, I mean, he can play it, but that's just jumping off the deep end immediately. So the best way to play is push in here, get some space. I go knight e7, and they got to figure out what to do with his pieces, and then we play f5 later. Light square bishop becomes a bad one. Yeah, his light square bishop becomes terrible. So this one is always going to be not good, but you don't do nothing with him later. It's also a defensive resource later too, but it's very nice in this kind of attack, especially if you're going to know the King's Indian defense. You need to know where to put your pieces at the best. It goes d5, and you got your plan. Knight b4, you played e6, we got knight a6, you got everything you wanted. Takes, rook e8, beautiful play here. Look at this. This probably wasn't fun to face, even though you can play c6 and you're okay. But this probably was like, oh snap. It's probably what not. I didn't want this to happen. c6 just wins, I think, on the spot. I mean, you have everything in your position. Knight's coming to c5, rook's coming to e8, knight's hitting f6, bishop follows behind on a6, hitting this. There's a hole here, rook to b8. It's ridiculous. I could keep drawing arrows, but it's just going to be too much on the board. It's over. Too many ideas. Knight to c5, queen c7. Interesting. Interesting move, I think. Queen c7. Bishop c2, rook b8. Look at that. He defends. We attack a little bit. Bishop e6. If the knight moves, he's in trouble. Bishop a2. I can take on b2. Bishop f4, we got to defend. Maybe rook f8 or rook d8. That's right. That's what he did. Good job. Queen c1, he's trying to go here, but I can always just back up. Queen back to e7. Oh, he dropped a piece. I mean, not dropped it, but I mean, that was not a move. That's what happens when you get, you know, in bad positions. Or just positions you're not. This is not technically bad, but he's not that comfortable. Queen's on c1. I mean, there's not much he can do. This is not what he hoped for. b4, we take, and we get an exchange out of that. And we just say, oh, nice. Nice in-between move. He's going to take it anyway. If you're going to, you might as well get something for it anyway if he's going to take it. So we take with check. Hit him with another check on a7. That would have been beautiful, but we can't. Is bishop f... Oh, man. I did it again. Was bishop f5 not winning? Oh, he has bishop d3. Oh, Mia says that's not a move. What's up, bro? Oh, MEANEST. That's not a move, big fella. So, rook b8, that's good. Check now. What's next? Rook b2, ouch. Oh my goodness. Long live James. What's up, Rafalitsky? What's up, man? Bishop g1, queen to b7. I mean, it's a grind out game. Beautiful move, because if he takes, you got rook here, if you're wondering, guys. And he takes it, and he jumps off the DP, and that's the queen. Thank you so much. I'll take that, and I'll take everything else. That's a pawn. Pawn grabbers. We're just walking around snagging pawns here. Nothing serious, just pawn grabbing. Queen here, and knight g3. And queen e2 mate is on the board from the man. Our Vega crushes this game, actually. Straight up crushing this game. And that's what happens when you play passive. This is like the French defense for white. That's what it looks like. And it looks really bad here. No aggression whatsoever. And once you start taking over the aggression when your opponent does, or taking over the aggression when your opponent doesn't, you're the one that's going to be calling the shots. You should win very easily, as we see in fashion here. From the man, our Vega. Congratulations, man. Congrats, our Vega. Congrats to all the players today that played today. Thanks, Chess Jawa and our Vega, for actually letting us analyze the games here, and you guys sticking around and watching. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. This is the standings again. Make sure you guys pay attention to the standings. Group C is done. It's over with. Group D is next week. Make sure you guys play. I'm sure I'm going to see our Vega and Chess Jawa. Or Chess Jawa playing for someone else. But James, do you play for the pawn grabbers? I do. I love them. Love the grabbers, pawn grabbers. That's what we do. No aggression, teach them a lesson. That's right, Omid. That's right. No aggression, teach them a lesson. It rhymes. So, Group D is next week. Thanks, man. Thanks for the stream. Enjoyed it as always. Take care. See you later. See you later, our Vega. We have a soon. I think they're up soon. But Sub Saturday. We're gonna go see Sub Saturday. Chris Lee, what's up, man? Hey, our Vega, want to teach me the moves? He says. Chris Lee in the chat. Here we go. Here's the bracket. Bracket one more time. And here we are. I just want to say, first off, thanks, guys, for everyone that stuck around today. Thanks for all the subscriptions today, all the love in the chat. Thanks for the gifted subs from the gifters today. Appreciate that a lot. Thanks for all the subscriptions. Thanks for the follows today. Make sure you hit the follow button if you are new to the stream and you enjoyed the stream today. Hit the follow button so you can make sure that we get you get all the notifications when we go live, so you can hang out with us when we have other streams with other things, music and turn up and analysis and stuff. So thanks for that. Here's the YouTube channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. You can catch all the videos there. Here is the new merchandise we have too as well. Appreciate you guys. Here's the Discord. I'm about to see if chess.com is up streaming. If they are, and there he is. He is streaming. He is on. It is Sub Saturday, folks. Sub Saturday. I need to see what he's doing over there. Stick around for the raid. I'm new to Twitch too. Where would you like to learn? Oh, okay, that's our Vega. Chess. So we're gonna raid chess. Gonna raid chess.com. Alright guys, stick around for the raid. Thank you so much for hanging out here at the GM Factory where the Jedi train. I shall see you guys on the next one. Stick around for the raid. See you next time.